Welcome back to Grammar Grade 12. This is Unit 2, Lesson 14, and today we watch sentences double up. Sometimes two subjects share one verb. Sometimes one subject does two things, and sometimes both happen at once. These are compound subjects and compound predicates, and once you can see the pattern, longer sentences suddenly feel simple. Let's take a look. Let's frame the whole idea first. A plain, simple sentence carries one subject and one verb, one doer, one action. But a sentence can double up in two ways. In a compound subject, two or more subjects share a single verb. In a compound predicate, a single subject carries two or more verbs. And the pieces are almost always joined by one of three little words, and, or nor, or by a matched pair like both, and, or either, or. Keep those joining words in mind. They're the seams or sentences double. Start with the compound subject. Look at this. Diego and Priya paint the mural. Who paints? Not one person, but two, Diego and Priya. And notice we don't say the verb twice. We don't say Diego paints and Priya paints. The two subjects, joined by and, lean on a single shared verb, paint. That bracket underneath shows the two subjects pulling together on the same action. That's the whole move. Two or more subjects, one verb they hold in common. Now flip it around, the compound predicate. Here's one. The engineer sketched and tested the bridge. This time, there's only one subject, the engineer. But she does two things. She sketched and she tested. Two verbs joined by and, sharing that single subject. We don't repeat the engineer for each verb. We name her once and let both verbs hang off of her. The bracket under the two verbs shows them sharing the same doer. That's a compound predicate. One subject, two or more verbs. Here's where it gets interesting. A sentence can carry both at once. Listen. Marcus and Lena cooked and served the whole dinner. Count the subjects. Marcus and Lena. That's a compound subject. Now count the verbs. Cooked and served. That's a compound predicate. Two doers, two actions, all in one tidy sentence, and nothing repeated. The top bracket ties the subjects together. You can picture a second bracket under the verbs. When you see two of each, you've got both a compound subject and a compound predicate working side by side. Let's name the joining words, because they're the seams that hold these compounds together. And simply adds the parts up. Anna and Beth sang. Or offers a choice between them. Tea or coffee helps in the morning. Nor rules them both out. Neither rain nor wind stopped us. And beyond the single words, we have matched pairs that work the same way. Both and, either or, neither nor. Whenever you spot one of these joiners sitting between two subjects or two verbs, you're almost certainly looking at a compound. Let's boil this into a quick check you can run on any sentence. 1. Find the verb, then ask how many subjects share it. 2. Find the subject, then ask how many verbs it performs. 3. If two subjects share one verb, that's a compound subject. If one subject performs two verbs, that's a compound predicate. And 4. If you count two of each, the sentence is both. Count first, then name. That order keeps you from guessing. Ready to try a few together? In this first set, I'll show you a sentence and you decide. Is the subject compound? Is the predicate compound? Or are both compound? Pause the video and choose before I reveal each answer. The scouts hiked and camped near the ridge. There's just one subject here, the scouts, but they do two things. They hiked and they camped. 2 verbs, 1 subject. So this is a compound predicate. Olivia and Raj lead the debate team. Ask who leads. 2 people, Olivia and Raj, and they share 1 verb, lead. 2 subjects, 1 verb. So this is a compound subject. Noah and Grace wrote and edited the script. Count the subjects, Noah and Grace. That's 2. Now count the verbs, wrote and edited. That's 2 as well. 2 of each, so this sentence is both a compound subject and a compound predicate. Now let's zoom in. Each sentence has a compound part, either 2 subjects or 2 verbs. Your job is to name the pair. Pause and decide before I answer. Thunder and lightning startled the horses. What did the startling? 2 things, thunder and lightning, joined by and, sharing the 1 verb, startled. So the 2 subjects are thunder and lightning. The chef chopped and simmered the vegetables. 1 subject, the chef, but 2 actions joined by and. What are they? Chopped and simmered. So the 2 verbs are chopped and simmered. Neither the coach nor the players expected the win. Here's a matched pair, neither nor, and it joins 2 subjects, the coach and the players. They share 1 verb, expected, so the 2 subjects are the coach and the players. Let's gather up what we learned. First, the compound subject, 2 or more subjects sharing a single verb, like Diego and Priya paint the mural. Second, the compound predicate, 1 subject carrying 2 or more verbs, like the engineer sketched and tested the bridge. And third, remember that a sentence can hold both at once, and that all of these parts are stitched together by the joining words, and, or, nor, and matched pairs like both and, either or. Count the subjects, count the verbs, and the structure names itself. In our next lesson, lesson 15, we'll look at the order of subject and predicate, where each one likes to sit in a sentence. I'll see you there.